Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And I have finally watched Godzilla vs. Kong, the 2021 movie, which I've been waiting and waiting in anticipation ever since it was announced. I had high hopes for this movie. I really wanted to see them both duking it out. Didn't know, I kept away from all the trailers. I think just one trailer I watched, and I didn't look at any of the reports, any of the reviews, any of the what we can expect. Nothing. I just wanted to see the movie without anybody spoiling it for me by terms of reviews or their expectations. I just kept away because I was really looking forward to these two behemoths duking it out, right? And finally got a chance to watch it. And what happened? Well, they were fighting with each other. It was a big battle, and then turns out that one of them, turns out that both of them have moms called Martha, and thus they ended the fight, and we saw Godzilla versus Kong, Dawn of Justice League. That's all for the review. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but that was really from a really funny meme that I saw when these two creatures are about to fight, and then they said, like, if any of their if their moms happen to be named Martha, I'm going to kill people. So yeah, really, but the rest of the part is actually true. I've really been looking forward to watching this movie. The anticipation was getting to me because I was wanting to watch it very badly. Finally did watch it on streaming this Sunday, and sorry guys, I ran out of space and I had to clear out some of the files. Like I was saying, I was really blown away by this movie, and the sci-fi, the special effects, the way everything is actually set up is actually pretty brilliant. I mean, the colors pop, everything is beautiful. I didn't want to miss this movie in the theaters. And had COVID not been around, I would definitely want to watch this movie the first week that it was released. But damn you, COVID. I'm still thinking of possibly going to the theaters and watching this movie. It's just that I'm not really comfortable in doing it, but I still think I really want to watch this movie in the theater. So maybe not this weekend, but the weekend after, if it's still running. I highly doubt it, but if it's still running, I'm thinking maybe I'll get my cousin and see if he wants to go. Or he kind of already discussed it. Maybe he might want to come with me, and we'll go and watch the movie. That's still up for grabs. But alright, so the movie, it was directed by Adam Wingard, and of course it serves as a sequel to both Godzilla King of Monsters and Kong Skull Island. And it's called a monster movie. I find it very difficult to actually call it a monster movie, but still it is technically a monster movie. The human stars are Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree Henry, Shun Oguri, Isa Gonzalez, Julian Dennison, Lance Reddick, who's got a very small role in the movie, Kyle Chandler, and Damien Bekir. I think I butchered that last name, but yeah, I don't really know how to pronounce it. The little girl who appears in the movie, so I'm not going to go storyline wise, but let me just tell you things that I actually really liked. I love the the young girl in the movie. She's mute, and she's deaf and mute. So she has formed a connection with Kong, and the relationship that you can see with her and Kong. I mean, there's the fact that he brings his big finger and then she actually goes and points, right next to it. It's the difference is amazing. But yeah, the kid was superb in the movie. Just looking at Kong reacting to her, you get this human side of Kong, and he does look and feel quite humanoid. That was a really big standout. The other characters for me, the cast was pretty decent. I don't think anybody did a really bad job acting wise. There was one, I think this is something they could have missed. So Millie Bobby Brown meets up with her friend, what's his name now? Julian Dennison. This is a kid who was in Deadpool 2. The guy's a bad actor. Sorry to say that. I just don't buy him as an actor compared to several other, child actors that I've seen in recent years, including Millie Bobby Brown, by the way. So I don't really buy him as a he's really he's a downer in the movie, but not as big as a downer as Brian Tyree Henry, who plays Bernie. They could have taken this guy off the movie, taken this kid out of the movie as well, and instead had one person, have their kind of roles, a little bit of the comedy relief, a little bit of the mystery, following up on the mystery aspect, which leads them to actually find Mechagodzilla. And forgive me, I'm not really a big fan of the kaiju movies, and so I don't really know what is Mechagodzilla. I just know that in the movie it is a metallic kaiju that they've created and running it with the cranium of Ghidorah, and there's a human aspect being connected, uplinking himself to the thing, and unfortunately things take a turn for the worse. So even though I did like that aspect, the actors were the ones who actually put me off. Started getting little messages on my phone. So those were like a little bit of downer for me, especially those two actors. They could have done without. Maybe have somebody else combine the research part and all that, and have them as one particular actor or something like that, or character, whoever they want to be. I think that was a real big miss. I think everybody else was kind of like okay. Gia, that's the girl played by Kaylee Hottle, who is the young deaf orphan, and she's adopted by Rebecca Hall's character, Dr. Eileen Andrews, and they meet up with Alexander Skarsgård, sorry, keep butchering his name, who plays Dr. Nathan Lind. Special effects are great, everything is great. The Hollow Earth part is something really, really fascinating and interesting, and I would love to actually see that aspect being explored a lot more. I would love to read a lot about it. I know a little bit of it, but not enough. You actually see Kong, that's his home, that's his actual home. So he goes there to the hall of his ancestors. That was actually beautifully portrayed. I really love that quite a bit. This is more of a Kong movie than a Godzilla movie, although at one point in time, so it's like three fights. First fight, Godzilla, it's done on the ocean. Godzilla has the upper hand. Round 1 to Godzilla. Round 2, Kong gets the upper hand, and round 3, Godzilla kind of gets the upper hand. He leaves, and unfortunately, they are fighting, but then we realize that this is why Godzilla is actually fighting, and then out comes Mechagodzilla, and the two of them combine to fight, and it is really superb. So I really love this movie quite a bit. As I've been keeping on saying, I think this is one for the ages. Anything else that I've missed out? The actress who plays Aiza Gonzalez, she's hot. Sorry, I had to put that in there. She plays the daughter of the main kind of like villainous kind of type. It's not really, you can't really call him the main villainous character, but he's the guy who's funding the trip. He's got ulterior motives. She's really hot. She gets killed, unfortunately. So watch it for the special effects. Watch it for the sheer of seeing these two giant creatures fighting with each other and then teaming up to fight with another giant mechanical creature. There are a lot of science that's in the movie. You're not supposed to think it's part of this time. It's actually more sci-fi stuff. But and a lot of buildings, and people will a lot of buildings gets destroyed. A lot of people would have been dead in this movie as well, because you don't really see that much bloodshed, but the scale is pretty huge. So all in all, I absolutely love this movie. Watch it for the sci-fi, watch it for the special effects, watch it for the brilliant, beautiful scenes, watch it for these two creatures fighting each other, going head to head, and then teaming up and fighting with the third one, and watch it for the relationship between Kong and Gia. I think that's the aspect that you will likely like, and it's pulled off really well, so that's why I like it. Could give this movie I don't think I want to give it more than a 9 out of 10, but what else could I possibly ask for a movie of this kind of nature? Should I give it a 9.5 out of 10? I'm thinking about it still, but I think 9 out of 10 is still superb for a movie. It's very entertaining. I would definitely watch this movie multiple times over the course of the next few years. So take care, stay safe, and have a good night.